Hello students, today in this video I'm going to discuss few CCT based questions of chapter 4 Human Development of Fundamentals of Human Geography of class 12th. Okay, all the questions will be of MCQ types. Let's move on to discuss the first question, and this question is based on the source, means this paragraph has been taken from the chapter 4, that is Human Development of Fundamentals of Human Geography. So you'll have to read this paragraph and based on that try to answer this question. So I'm not going to read the paragraph, I'm just directly coming on the questions to discuss about it. Which one of the following headings is the most suitable for the above paragraph? There are 4 headings here: A, B, C and D. The first is criticism of growth and development. So if you read this paragraph you will not find any criticism, so the first will be completely wrong. The second, the praise of growth and development. You will not find that this paragraph is discussing any, praising growth and development. You will not find any word that is praiseworthy for growth and development. The paragraph is very neutral about growth and development. So this is also completely wrong. Third is the concept of human development. You will not find this term human development in this paragraph. So if there is no term human development in the entire paragraph, so this paragraph is not dealing with human development at all. So now we are left with only option, that is D. So obviously this will be the answer, but let me show you from which sentence you will conclude that this would be the most appropriate headings which convey the main message or main theme of this paragraph. So what is the heading first? Let's see. Interrelationship between the growth and development. Now look at here. Development occurs when positive growth takes place. Yet positive growth does not always lead to development. Development occurs when there is a positive change in quality. So this entire this 2-3 sentences of this paragraph is explaining and is conveying a message that there is a relationship that exists between growth and development. And what is that relationship? That development will happen, okay, positive growth will lead to development. Positive growth will lead to development, but it is not necessary that positive growth will always lead to development. Okay, it is not necessary, and that's why they are saying that positive growth does not always lead to development, but development will occur only when positive growth takes place. So there is a relationship that exists between growth and development, and these sentences clearly explains that the D would be the appropriate answer. Now let's move on to our second question. This question is also based on the source, the paragraph that is taken from the chapter, same chapter. This is the same paragraph that we discussed in this question number first, but the question's type is little bit different. Here we have drawn 4 conclusions from this paragraph, and you'll have to find which one of the conclusion is the most appropriate conclusion. So the first conclusion, growth refers to quantitative increase. So now let's see what this paragraph says about growth. So the paragraph says both growth and development refers to change over a period of time. Fine. The difference is that now they are talking about growth here. Growth is a quantitative and value neutral. It's fine. Growth refers to quantitative. Okay, up to this word, this is fine. This is right. But it may have a positive or a negative sign. This means that the change may be either positive, showing an increase, or negative, indicating a decrease. It means that growth can be negative as well as positive. Growth refers to increase of something as well as decrease of something in quantity. Okay, but here the conclusion A is saying that growth refers to quantitative increase. Okay, they have left the decrease part. Okay, so this conclusion is not complete. because they have not included the decrease. Growth refers to quantitative increase as well as decrease. Then this conclusion would have been correct. So this conclusion is completely wrong because this is incomplete. They have not included this decrease. Okay, now the option B. Let's see what does option B says. Development refers to quantitative increase as well as decrease. No, look at here. Development means a qualitative change which is always value positive, means development will always be positive, and this conclusion is saying that development refers to quantitative increase as well as decrease. So this is completely wrong. Now let's move on to our option C. What does option C says? Growth cannot take place without development. So you will not find anywhere in this paragraph that is saying that growth cannot take place without development. On the other hand, it's saying that development occurs when positive growth takes place. So this is opposite of that. Growth can take place without development. Okay, so here they are saying that in this conclusion, the conclusion is saying that growth cannot take place. So that is wrong. Growth can take place without development. Here, development occurs when positive growth takes place. Yet positive growth does not always lead to development. It means that positive growth may happen, but that will not lead to development. But growth can happen without development. Okay, so this is also wrong. Now the option D, positive growth may lead to development. So look at here, this sentence in the paragraph. Yet positive growth does not always lead to development, does not always, but sometimes it lead to development. Okay, so positive growth may lead to development. This inference, this conclusion is correct. May lead to. So positive growth may lead to development is fine. Sometimes it may lead to, sometimes it may not lead to. Okay, so the option D would be correct. Now let's move on to our question number 3rd. This is not based on source, this is based on the statements. Okay, first statement says that growth refers to qualitative change. So this question you'll have to attempt entirely based on your understanding, the concept that you have studied uh, you know in your class about growth and development. So you'll have to use your conceptual clarity here. If you have the conceptual clarity about growth and development, then you would be able to answer it. Growth refers to qualitative change. Second statement is development refers to quantitative change. Third statement is positive growth always leads to development. And the fourth statement is development occurs when positive growth takes place. Which of these statements are correct? Okay, so let's see first which are the statement is correct and incorrect. Growth refers to qualitative change. Growth refers to qualitative change. Qualitative, if your concept is clear, then you would know that growth is about quantitative change. It is not qualitative change. Quantitative growth can increase and decrease both. Development refers to quantitative change. No, development refers to qualitative change. If there is no change, there is no positive change in quality, then we cannot say that development is happening. Positive growth always leads to development. No, look at here. Positive growth does not always lead to development. Okay, so the positive growth always leads to development. This is also wrong. Development occurs when positive growth takes place. This is fine. Look at here. Development occurs when positive growth takes place. So for development, development occurs when positive growth takes place. So for development to occur, positive growth should be happening. Okay, now let us see the option. Only one. Okay, which of the following are correct? Okay, sorry, it should be incorrect. The question is about incorrect. Okay, which of the following statements are incorrect? Okay, so only one, no. Only 1 and 2, no, because 1, 2 and 3, all these three statements are incorrect. So C, only one, second and third, yes, sorry, yeah, this would be the correct option, because you the question is asking that which of the following statements are incorrect. So first is also incorrect, second is also incorrect, and third is also incorrect. So all these three options, all these three statements are in the option C, that only one, second and third. So the option which is correct is C. So you'll have to read the question very carefully. Sometimes in the questions it would be which of the following is incorrect. Sometimes they will ask you to find the correct. Okay, it is based on how the question has been framed. Okay, so the option that I have framed here, it is based on the incorrect. You'll have to find the incorrect. I missed to write here the incorrect. Okay, so I corrected the question here. Which of the following statements are incorrect? Option C is correct. Okay, now let's see the question number 4. Consider the following statements again. Growth and development mean the same thing. Growth and development accompany each other, means both uh, are together. Okay, both move together. Growth and development do not accompany each other. Fine. So what do you think? Based on what have you studied uh, about it in the chapter 4? Think about it for a few seconds and let us see the question. Which of the above statements are correct? Okay, the question is asking which choose the correct option and correct statements. So growth and development mean the same thing. In the last few questions we have seen that the growth and development are not the same thing. Growth is quantitative change, development is qualitative change. Growth can be negative as well as positive. Development should always be positive. Okay, and for development will only happen when positive growth will happen. Okay, and positive growth will not always lead to development. So growth and development are not the same thing. So first is wrong statement. Okay, growth and development accompany each other. When we saw a statement in previous few questions that positive growth will lead to development, then it means that development, growth and development both accompany each other. When positive growth leads to development, so certainly development will lead to positive growth also. Okay, so this is the correct statement. Growth and development do not accompany each other. No, this is wrong. Okay, so the correct option would be only one. No, because one is wrong, one is incorrect statement. Only 1 and 2, no, because one is incorrect, so obviously second option is also wrong. And C only, sorry, only C, option C is only second, yes, this would be the correct option. Okay, option C, because only second statement is the correct. So our answer would be here the C. C would be the correct answer. And D, 1, okay, sorry, D, 1, second and third, no, because only second statement is correct, one is also wrong, third is also wrong. And the question is asking which of the above statement are correct. Okay, so only second is correct and second option is mentioned in C only. So our correct answer of this question would be the option C. Now question number 5, it is based on source. Okay, so you'll have to read this source and then answer these questions. So the question is, which one of the following statement is not correct? Okay, so there are four statements here, A, B, C and D, and out of these four options, one is incorrect. So look at first statement is people are at the center of human development. Okay, this paragraph is about the concept of human development. So let's see where do we find this statement in this paragraph or not, or uh, the similar conceptual statement. People are central to all development under this concept. Okay, the concept of human development was, so they are discussing about human development in this paragraph, and they are saying that the people are central to all development under this concept. So the statement first is people are at the center of human development. So certainly this is uh, uh, correct statement, but we'll have to find the not correct. Okay, so let us see which are the statements which are correct. It improves people's lives. Look at here, human development as development that enlarges people's choices and improves their lives. So obviously human development is a development that improves people's life. This is also correct. Okay, it expands people's choices. Yes. Human development as development that enlarges means the expansion. Okay, so it expands the people's choices. This is also correct. Now we are left with option D only. So obviously the D would be your option, but let us see why. People's choices are fixed. Now we are saying that it expands people's choices. Human development expands, enlarges people's choices. So how people's choices could be fixed? When human development is expanding people's choices, it is increasing the option that people have to live, different lives, different careers. So it increases, human development increases, expands the people's choice. So obviously the people's choice cannot be fixed, and this statement is mentioning that people's choice are fixed. So certainly this statement, this last statement, is completely wrong. So the question is asking which one of the following is not correct. So we'll have to find the incorrect statement. So the option would be D, although it's an incorrect statement, but the question's answer would be D. Okay, so in this video we have discussed 5 questions. Okay, I hope that you must have got some idea about what CCT questions look like. Okay, and this is the kind of questions that CBSE is going to ask in the coming session, and your school is also be asking this kind of questions in your internal examinations. So I hope that you must have got some idea and some clarity on the CCT questions that has been introduced by CBSE for this session, and it will continue for the